Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/TrueOffMyChest, where OP received two heartbreaking news. Let's begin. My disappointing update, posted by Reddit user Glittering C. I found out that I have an illness that will kill me. It will take over my body and there's no cure. All the doctors can really do is prescribe shit to make me feel comfortable. I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years now, and she's the absolute love of my life, always loyal and there for me. I've been in and out of the hospital many times over the course of our relationship, mostly due to me racing dirt bikes. The most serious incident was a stab wound, and I remember how scared and screamy she got even though I just needed stitches and got to go home the next day. This is not something where I can just go home the next day. I am breaking up with her because she deserves to be happy with someone healthy who can give her the life she wants and children. I'm scared she'll want to stay if I tell her what's going on. Part of me wants to lie and say I cheated so she hates me and leaves. We have a lot of mutual friends, and she'll find out eventually it was a lie and connect the dots on why I did it. But thinking about her crying from that lie breaks my heart. I don't even know if this was the right sub to post it on. I just don't know what to do. Break up with her and tell her it's for her own good? Lie? I guess I also needed to vent because it just hit me this morning. I found out last week, but it just hit. I won't see 30. Edit. For people asking me what my diagnosis and prognosis is, it's pancreatic cancer. Something like 95% of people diagnosed with it die in about 3 years. I wasn't even paying attention for not putting that in the post at the beginning. That's my bad. But as you can tell, I am a little overwhelmed these days. Reading these replies, there is no way I can reply to them all, so I will do my best to do it here. First off, thank you to those saying kind words. Second, I realized how dumb I was being for wanting to lie to her. I made reservations at her favorite restaurant and I'll tell her afterwards. Part of me hopes she doesn't stay, but we'll see what she chooses. And now for OP's first update. Took her out to dinner at our favorite date spot. Had some amazing foods and some drinks like always. The date continued like normal. We drove down to the beach and started walking till we got to our spot. She spoke first and said that she could tell there's something I want to say because I have that look on my face. She then made a joke about how it's too soon for us to get engaged. So if there's a ring in my pocket, it better stays there. This made it so much harder. She thought there was a ring in my pocket when I'm about to tell her there never will be. Absolutely broke my heart. I told her she's right. There is something I wanted to say, and I told her everything, from how I found out to what the diagnosis means to the prognosis. I made sure to not sugarcoat it or leave anything out. She deserves to know everything. For the next hour, it was a mixture of asking me if I'm sure, and how could this be possible, and crying. She immediately said she is going to stay by me, and I don't need to worry about anything. I told her she needs to take a few days to think about it. I had already arranged for her best friend to be waiting in the other parking lot so that she could take her to her house. I went home alone. Before anyone calls me names for not driving her home, I didn't want her to be alone after finding out, but I also didn't want her to see me cry. If she saw me tonight, she'd get even more scared. It would hit her that I'm terrified and she'd lose her shit. I got an update that she fell asleep because she cried so much. I sent an Uber Eats for her favorite dessert to her friend's house so it will be there when she wakes up. As soon as I'm done typing this, I'm meeting up with my 3 closest friends to hang out. I've known 2 of them for 20 years and the other one for 18. We are very close and share too much information details. If anyone has any suggestion on how to break the news onto them, I'd greatly appreciate it. In the meantime, I'll be drinking for 2. Me and this bastard cancer. Edit. Thank you for the kind words. A couple things to add. 1. I'm in Canada, so I have free healthcare. I'm not worried about the cost of fighting this. 2. I still haven't seen my girl as she's still at her friend's house. She texts me to ask how I'm feeling and gets mad when I say I'm fine or make a joke. Number 3. Telling others. Couple things you need to know about my friends. 2 of them are in medical school and the other in law school. They're still idiots though. I started off by asking one of them to make a cancer joke, ending it quickly with "too soon, man, too soon." And that's how my best friends found out I have cancer. Medical school friends started telling me about new drugs and treatments, while my law school buddy demanded to see my medical directives form, and that's how they found out I've been an organ donor for years. My parents still doesn't know, and I can't even pretend to have a clue on how to tell my sister. I still see her as my baby sister, so it's tough. I asked for a one-on-one meeting this morning with my boss and told him my diagnosis. He said he'll help me abuse the company's benefits as much as I want. I told him all I really want is to show up to work like nothing's wrong and no one find out until I pass out at work. He agreed. My daily is a 2022 R1. I love that bike and have been asked if I'll stop riding due to this. Short answer is hell no. I've known I had something bad inside of me way before getting cancer. Life goes on, and so will I. I'll do my absolute best to keep you all updated if you'd like. Thanks. And now for OP's second update. For those who don't know me, I'm a 25 male diagnosed with a terminal illness. I gave my girl an out if she wanted it. You can read my post for a better understanding. Sorry for being missing in action. It's been kind of crazy. My girlfriend made her decision not to stay. She said she doesn't think she can handle it and doesn't want me to have to take care of her when it should be the other way around. I said I understand and will always love her. I'm paraphrasing here, but that is the gist of it. Yesterday she called me and she thought about it and wants to stay. She brought up all of the other crap we gotten over and how we always end up getting stronger. She wants to talk about getting married and kids while I still can. When I asked what made her change her mind, she said she'll tell me after I answer. No matter what, I answer. This made me uncomfortable because she changed her mind. I told her I need time to think. But once again, I'm back to you lovely people to ask, what the hell do I do? Am I overthinking this? While I'm here, I'll tell you all what happened with the others. Family. I told them while I was at my parents' for dinner. I brought up my scans and test results and just explained it using facts, not feelings. I did this because both my parents have PhDs and are university professors. I thought that they will accept it easier with evidence rather than feelings. Seeing my sister cry shattered my heart into a million pieces. I just hugged her and said it will be okay because now she knows she'll get my car soon. She laughed a little and for some messed up reason, that made everything okay to me. Friends. The three dum-dums I call my best friends helped me tell some of our other close friends. They're being supportive and nice, but I told them to just cut it out and go back to roasting each other. They listened and we're good now. I've also told my work besties because they deserve to know. I sucked at answering everyone's comments and questions last time. I promise to try and do better here. As usual, I'm off to get drunk with dum-dum number 1 to 3. Cheers. And now for OP's final update. First off, to the people who commented and messaged, sorry for being missing in action. I've been trying to get through them. Thank you to everyone who said kind things. A lot has happened since my last update. My girl said she won't tell me why she changed her mind after I gave her an answer. I told her I wouldn't give an answer until I knew what changed her mind, and boy was I not ready for the answer. A lot of you thought she would tell me she's pregnant. Nope. She didn't want me to die without knowing her biggest secret, but only wanted to tell me if I stayed with her. Are you all ready? She cheated on me while I was in the hospital from a motorcycle accident. I still don't know how this made her change her mind, but it's the only explanation I got from her. He just happened to be comforting her and made a move. She just happened to be emotionally vulnerable, because it always just happens, right? I thought that I wanted to scream or shout at her, but all that came out was a big old goofy smile and laugh. That pissed her off, but I'm sorry. This is hilarious. I'm dying and she wants sympathy from me. I never asked her to stay. I never asked her to take care of me. Not now, not back when I got in my accident. I got up and left. She's been texting and calling nonstop. I just sent every single one of them to voicemail. Her friends are calling me an asshole for leaving her like that, but screw what they say. They all knew and they didn't tell me. Update for the rest of what's going on with me. I drink a lot, like too much a lot. I know it's bad, but it makes me feel normal. The world when I'm drinking is just so much better than when I'm sober. I'm thinking of doing chemo, but I don't know if there's a point. I took a look at my finances and turns out I have a tidy sum over here. I'm not going to blow it on hookers or a year-long trip. I'm just going to work and spend it how I want. Whatever's left is going to be split amongst my friends because my family doesn't need it. And yes, I already cleared it with them. They have no problem with it. So now that I'm single and probably drunk, I will be able to answer your questions and comments. Also, I'm not sure if I turn this sub into that one friend you can talk to about random shit, but if it's not allowed, let me know and I'll stop. Cheers. And then, we have this comment exchange between OP and Reddit user Closet Manga Fan.
Fuck, that took a turn for the absolute worst, and I thought you were going through the worst shit already. She deserves the least amount of sympathy from you, and her friends too. Also, the guy she hooked up with can go fuck himself. I'd say drinking isn't the best thing to do to recover, but fuck, not like there's much else to do than just live up what's left in life. Just do it with people you love and respect more than you do it by yourself. Don't want you going and making any significantly stupid decisions. Why the fuck not? Go out with no regrets. Do something you've always wanted. Your boss has been supportive, so why not go on a holiday with him? Short of that, mate, look after yourself as best as you can. Make the absolute most of the time you have left. I told one of my buddies who is, how should I say this, running a successful street business. He found the guy she hooked up with and said whenever I felt like it, we could pay him a visit, lol. Anyways, I didn't spend it on hookers and blows, but I did order myself a very nice Ducati I was saving up for. I know this is cliche, but honestly, if we all didn't save our money for the end, we would be so much more happy. Spend it on making memories you won't forget. Learn from my mistakes.
Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.